Good morning, Lobster Crew. Good morning to the hottest lobster-based blah blah blah. Ah, forget it. The hottest lobster-based death cult you're ever gonna find.
Lobsters. Package.
I just walk in, play like the sickest sets, people just go nuts.
Got like a permit for a pit, big pit, like a big pit.
Destroy all communists.
Damn. That's Critical Mass by Dysphonia. It's on the 20 Years of Cause for Concern album. And that is a naughty, naughty bit to get the show underway with. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday. It's the 5th of February. It's 2019. The Chinese year of the big old fucking lobster. You're damn right, Snips. It's your year. This is going to be your year, okay, buddy? 2018, forget about it. 2018 can suck your little lobster dick, all right? It's 2019 now, and you're getting out there, you're slinging dick, you're being real, you're taking some goddamn responsibility, you're cleaning your room, and you're going to destroy all the commie overlords. Am I right? Hey, you're not wrong. Thanks, Snips. Great to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Threshold.fm. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the planet Earth. We're out here doing our best. Just trying to get it done. Just trying to make something of ourselves. Trying to be decent, honest, God-fearing folk out for a better way of life. Trying to work out where I put the coffee filters. I shan't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Coffee and memes.
Steady job and a couple extra
Lobsters.
That's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail. The lobster patriarchy
has many of the top memes, many of the top memes, many of the top memes.
The lobster patriarchy
has many of the top memes.
And that is so true that it's almost unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Threshold.fm. Welcome to Coffee and Memes. I'm here. I'm at your service. Don't worry if you have any horse beans that need removing, either from yourself or from your trusty steed. I'm here to wheedle them out betwixt thumb and forefinger in the shortest, most convenient space of time, for free or for cash. You know, I take donations. And we're out here, man. We're getting it done. We're slinging dick. We're doing our best. Crazy news. Boyfriend, hilarious gift. Driver smashes up Ferraris. That's the wrong page. Oh God, the sex tape no one wants to see. Bandshot vibrators. some good bits actually. There's some alien news. Yep, alien metal could cure cancer. Kids are turning into Peppa Pig. Man banned for driving under the influence of drum and bass. An oldie but a goodie. I think it does bear repeating. How are you all in the chat? Oh, it's all lots of you. Monkeys Easton, Grief, Death Disco, Rob Humphreys, the drum and bass farmer, Ben Iwart, he's changed his name, Dead Bass Lee, Chode, Harry, Milozers, and many more that I simply do not have the time to name, as we must get on with the show. Right, look, let's get into this shark routine. Fishermen use dead baby shark as a bong to the tune of Baby Shark. The whole world's gone mad. Stop the earth. I want to get off. This fisherman is, he's young. He looks a bit Tide Poddy. He looks a bit Bird Box Challenge, if you know what I mean. Is it Stoners? Okay, well, anyway. Richard Hartley Parkinson of the Metro, you may have heard of him. Reports. Stoners can be creative when it comes to new ways to create bongs and get high. It's true. My formative stoner years on the mean streets of Henfield. All manner of things we managed to convert into bongs, Pepsi bottles, tin cans, potatoes, just all the usual stuff. And then we would yomp off into the countryside, into the surrounding woods, and find a place to hide and smoke bong mix. This method may be a little bit more extreme though. They insist they are only smoking tobacco, which is fine, but using a dead shark to smoke it is perhaps a little ill-advised. So there is a video here. No, that's the effects one. Sorry. Yeah, okay, he's got the shark. He looks stoned. All right, that was it. Right, okay, I'm calling shenanigans on it. I don't believe that he is actually I think he's just stuck two things into a shark, a dead baby shark, and then has got some smoke off camera into his gob, into his mush, in his chops, and then he's blown it out, because there's no, doesn't seem to be any footage of the lighting and the going through the shark. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be done. I just think it's shenanigans. Anyway, I'm sure there's a backlash. Let's find out. They insist they're only smoking tobacco, which is fine, but using a dead shark to smoke it is perhaps a little ill-advised. The unidentified fisherman was filmed inhaling smoke from the shark, which had two tubes protruding from its head and its back. In the background, the song Baby Shark can be heard playing. That's actually the first time I've ever heard that. I've heard a lot about it, but okay, well, hopefully I can erase that from my mind. Best of luck. Some suggest the man inhaling the smoke may be the product of incest. Pauly Parkinson is going in. Jesus. Okay, wow. Some suggest that the man inhaling the smoke may be the product of incest, while others say, you're off your head. Fried Fishing Australia said, let's clear some air up on this. The shark was caught by my... where are they from? What part of the world? Let's just assume Australian. Oh yeah, Shark Fishing Australia. Christ, okay, I haven't had enough coffee this morning. Let's fucking clear some air up on this, mate. The shark was caught by my mate fishing when we were fishing for mangrove jacks on Friday, mate. After 2 nights left in the icebox, I came up with the idea there's no possible way it was alive. It was tobacco. I'd happily take a drug test to prove it to you, mate. I'm an absolute sexual terrorist, mate. I'm a disgrace. You can tell by the look on my face, mate. And that's the end of the story. Really just cut that one off there. Okay, so far, there's, well, I've not seen backlash. I can only imagine it's a matter of time before he's doxxed and his life is just torn apart, torn to ribbons. He'll be fired, pilloried, expelled, strung up by vegans. Did they eat the shark afterwards? Looks like a chill dude. I don't know. I've never had shark. Maybe it's nice. Maybe it's not. I'll leave that to your own subjective tastes. Right, look, come on, what else we got? Important news. Woman in long-distance relationship with a plane. Loves his wings and thrusters. You saucy cow. She looks pretty smug. She's standing... This is Michelle. She's been in a relationship with a plane named Schwartz for the last 5 years. Well, going steady. Let's get a picture of Michelle up. She looks pretty bloody smug with her plane. And fair enough, you know, when you're in love, when you're even 5 years deep, you know, you can still be very, very smug about your love. Really, I mean, it's coming up to Valentine's Day. There she is. She's pretty pleased with herself. And, you know, good for her. She should be. You've done a good thing there. Yep, there we go. That's Schwarz there. As you can see, he's got lovely wings, actually. And those thrusters. All right, fair's fair. Schwarz is fit. He is buff. He's bodied up. As far as planes go, yeah, I'd shag him. I would. I wonder if they've, you know, really done it, because you actually, I think you'd be breaking the law to go down on the runway without permission. And particularly, I don't think they're likely to give you permission. It's like, oh, do you mind if I just go on the runway? That's not really a done thing. Why do you want to go on the runway? Well, I want to have sex with that plane. I'm married to it. Hold on a second, I just need to make a phone call. Yeah, security. Right, well, let's find out about their love affair. Oh, no, they're not married. Okay, so they're, I don't know, maybe the Schwarz is like a sort of common law husband or something. It's not actually, you know, they've not made a contract with the government over it. Okay, Michelle is in love with a plane named Schwarz. It sounds like an electro album. In a long-distance relationship, a Schwarz often needs to be flown to faraway locations. He's got a job to do. Come on, don't give him a hard time. But Michelle makes do by taking a replica of the plane to bed each night. I guess that's a sort of plainy sex robot then, in a way, isn't it? She hopes that one day the distance between them will disappear, and she and Schwarz will be able to get married. Schwarz is my first love, says Michelle. This is the most beautiful relationship you can imagine. Oh, she got on him, giving him a few kisses. There's a picture here of her, I guess, snogging him. Cute, isn't it? It was love at first sight for Michelle, who met the plane in Berlin-Tegel Airport in 2014. She had loved flying for months before, but only having been on her first flight in 2013. But Schwarz was something special. The last time I was in a relationship with a man was 2011, but there was no love there, she explains. My first flight was at the end of November 2013, and I became so in love with aeroplanes, I got so excited every time I looked at aeroplane pictures and videos. On March 11th, 2014, I was in Tegel Airport and visited the aeroplanes, and then came a 737-800 aeroplane, which approached me, and I've been so in love with him ever since. Oh, okay, so she's picnicking with some retired parts of the plane. The relationship is physical despite the distance. Michelle says she loves Schwarz's wings and support surface. What do you like most about your boyfriend? I like his support surface and his wings. I was first attracted to his wings, winglets, and thrusters. Oh, always about the thrusters, isn't he? You've always got to objectify him. You know, why don't you love his personality? Eh? Why don't you love his programming, his electrics? You know? Always with the thrusters, isn't it? These thoughts. Hate it when planes are objectified. She says, most type of aircraft look a bit different, and my darling is the most updated version. My love is not easy, because I only met him if I fly with my... I only meet him if I fly with my 737-800. In hangar and taxiway, it's not possible to be with him. So we don't have much time together to enjoy each other's company. Do you think Schwarz enjoys her company, or do you think he finds it a bit of a pain? To stay intimate when the pair is separated, Michelle sleeps with a 1.6 metre model of her beloved plane, or with old components of his body. Right, that's weird and not sort of Jeffrey Dahmer-y at all, is it? When God, would that be like sleeping with a girlfriend's fingernails or something when she's not there? Or with a lock of their hair, I guess, or with an amputated limb. When they're together, she kisses and hugs the plane's wings. Look, she looks blissfully happy. I'd say crack on. She's obviously not, she's not hurting anyone. She's just having a good time. Just her and Schwarz, just getting it done. Just slinging dick along the runway. Her family have been supportive of the relationship, so it's really only the distance that's making the relationship tricky. But Michelle won't let that stop her. What's the deal with this from like a psychological, like objectum sexual? What's the You know, have there been any? You know, I don't want to, you know, deny their lived experience and everything, but I guess it's you know, from a biological / evolutionary standpoint, falling in love with an airplane, so you know, it's a tricky one. I want to know more. You know, I'm not here to judge. I'm just interested. You know, I want to find out as much. I accept them with open arms. You know, they seem pretty cool. I think they'd be fun to hang out with. I'm into it. As a man who is in love with a lobster, you know, I can get down with this kind of thing. Since I'm in a long-distance relationship, it is a disadvantage, as I can only get to him when I can fly with him. She says, my family have reacted quite pleasantly and accepted my relationship with my 737-800. I get many pejorative comments like that I need to go to therapy or that I am sick, but this love is present and I've never been so happy. I sleep with my darling every night, either with the real components or a 1.6 metre model. Intimacy is part of our relationships. I want to marry my sweetheart and live together in a hangar. It's a special kind of love and it doesn't hurt anyone. Well, good for you. I think you're just out there getting it done. You do look a bit smug, though. That's my only criticism, is that she's quite smug. But, hey, you know, is smugness a crime? Depends who's being smug, really, isn't it? You know, with social media as judge, jury, and executioner, being a bit smug can cost you your livelihood. Anyway, look, enough of this. Let's get into... All right, might as well. Different Path by Current Value off that same Searcher EP. Buckle up. Like I say, if there are any kids, young children, or the easily offended in the room, please do cover their ears, as it is, it's just utter filth, isn't it? Just utter despicable filth. Just a little reminder that the Lobster Death Cult tees are on sale now. Limited edition. About a third of them are sold now. So there is still time to get one of these beauties and pledge your allegiance to the hottest new Death Cult this season. I shall post a link in the chat right now. You can also pay for them in horse beans, but you have to come around and bring me 8 horse beans of various sizes. That was different path by current value. Anyway, back to the horse beans. Between 7 and 8 horse beans of indeterminate size or shape, but there must be video evidence of you removing said horse beans from said horse. Okay, the aforementioned horse and the aforementioned beans. Okay? Right, good. Like I say, though, those Lobster Death Cult t-shirts, they are selling and they will sell out. So if you do want one, please do get one. They're 20 quid, you know, only 30 of them, limited. Just pledge your allegiance to the hottest new Death Cult this summer. What do you think, Snips? Pledge your allegiance to the hottest new Death Cult this summer. Okay, sure. Right, come on, let's get into the important stuff. White woman who claims she's turned black due to injections wants to move to Africa. Best of luck to her. I think it's a bold move. I think... yeah, best luck to you. You know, I don't look. You obviously, you know, you've got your problems, haven't you? I don't want any harm to come to you. A white former glamour model who identifies as black has revealed her plans to move to Africa to be with her people. I guess in a way, we're all, you know, you go back far enough. We're all descended from Africa, so I mean, I guess sort of. Not really sure that's how it works now, though. 30-year-old Martina Big and her husband Michael Irwin, 31, used tanning injections called melanotan. Oh no, melanotan. Melanotan. That's sort of that's anyway, which darkens the skin. Big, who has had a number of operations to give her size 30S boobs, said that she is looking for a home in Kenya where she hopes to raise a family. She believes that if she has a child, it will be black. She is living in a dream world and obviously needs some biology lessons. Bless her, though, in a way. Big, who had a baptism and changed her name to Malaika Kubwa, meaning big angel in Swahili, told the Sun, I not only look like an African woman, I also feel that I am now an African woman. I spent time in Kenya last year and I felt so at home. Now I have a lot of invitations from all over Africa. I recommend strongly against going to certain areas of America. I recommend very, very strongly against that. On her Facebook, she has previously spoken about her desires to have kids, which she would like to raise in Africa. She wrote, I want to learn more about the black culture first so that I can educate my future children in black. And teach them black culture. She also reckons that since taking the injections, her eye colour and hair has changed, but adds, it's a change that's on the inside as well. These changes are not superficial, but deep inside me. Big was hit with a massive backlash earlier this year, unsurprisingly, when she appeared on This Morning and told hosts Holly Willoughby and John Barrowman, who had previously just come from backstage after having sex with numerous aliens, that she had managed to change race thanks to the injections, and that she expected her future children to be black or mixed race, despite her and her husband being born white.
I just walk in, play like the sickest sets, people just go nuts.
A shocked Holly replied, I'm trying to think genetically, how is that possible? I think we've been through all of this now. It's just repeating the same one from earlier. Well, I just... Like I say, she's obviously got her issues. I hope no physical harm comes to her. She just, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, It's just a hard. Oh God. It's a crazy world out there. It is a crazy, crazy world, and every day I live in it. Every day I think, I cannot believe the world is crazier than yesterday, but it is. Anyway, man has toothpick removed from his heart after swallowing it. That's a hell of a journey, man. That toothpick has been on a wild. Okay, there's a video here. It says, woman has breast implants removed because they... ... I think I owe it to everyone to find out what that is. Because they... Oh, will you come on? Because they...
So this is it. This is me reclaiming myself and joining the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, which I'm proud of.
Because what's the end of the thing? Right.
Thanks, doctor.
Because they...
How are you feeling?
Excellent, actually.
Fine, joining the committee, no problems there. Do whatever makes you happy. That's the end of that. Because they... Fucking clickbait lad Bible, motherfucking piece of shit.
It's appalling. Get your act together.
Anyway, look, God, let's get in. Sorry, I'm drifting off. Man has toothpick removed from his heart after swallowing it. Dominic Smithers of the Lad Bible reports. A man is said to have been millimetres from death after a toothpick had to be removed from his body. Doctors had to operate on the man after a toothpick he has swallowed 4 years earlier became lodged in its heart. Man, that toothpick has been on a goddamn mission. That toothpick has just been in slinging dick, just getting it done. Had to do it to him. He's out there. The man, known only as Zoe, has been struggling with his health for several years and spent a bunch of cash searching for answers to find out what was causing his regular lung inflammations and high fevers. In total, the 20-something forked out more than 200,000 RMB, which is about 22 grand, or about 17 million Australian dollars, on finding the truth, and was treated for sepsis and even leukemia as a result of the painful symptoms. But despite this, he says they would still return. It's weird when you put in those sort of symptoms onto just into Google, find out what they say. It very rarely comes up with toothpick that you swallowed 4 years ago has managed to work its way into your heart. Damn. Eventually, the young man from Nanning, the capital of South China's Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. Autonomous? Okay. Was told by specialists that a suspicious foreign object was stuck in the right atrium of his heart. And this may very well be causing the strange symptoms. Yeah, you reckon? You reckon, mate? Oh, what have we got here, mate? Oh, no, it's a precious little fox. And he's been hit by a car and he's got a hurty leg. Oh, no. Rolf, are you okay with that, Fox? Oh, no, so we're going to have to do surgery, but we can't risk damaging the top of the leg, so we're going to have to go in through the anus. Rolf, put the fox down. Rolf, there are men here to come and see you. Oh, what? Anyway, last month, when Zhao, a doctor at the People's Hospital in the Autonomous Region, along with his team, rushed Zoe into the operating room and performed open-heart surgery on him, which lasted 7 hours and 31 minutes. Whoo! Almost a full day's work. Lazy fucking surgeons. Come on. Always scrimping for that last 29 minutes. There we go home early, go to the pub. Fucking lazy surgeons. It's a disgrace.
It's appalling.
While expecting his heart, they came across a full-length wooden toothpick in his right chamber. That is not supposed to be there. Dr. Wen said that they didn't really know what they were looking for until they actually operated on him. He said it was a sudden discovery during the operation. All we knew was that the symptoms were likely linked to whatever foreign body was inside his heart. Wow, that's amazing. I just want to know. I want to know. I want to see a little map with like a red dot where it goes around the body and eventually it leads into his heart. According to reports, the operation was successful and Zoe was discharged yesterday following a period of successful recovery. Best of luck to him. It was apparently later revealed that the potentially life-threatening accident most may have occurred. All right, Smithers. Occurred when he was drinking some years earlier. He said, I'm 90% sure it's because I put a toothpick in my drink glass and swallowed it. Yeah, probably is the same toothpick. Sal said he used to put toothpicks in his drink so he knew which one was his, and that he had accidentally swallowed one and pulled it from his throat in the past. Dr. Wembley, the toothpick he swallowed, entered his right lung via his airway before piercing the wall of the organ and ending up in his right atrium. That is wild, man. That is... That's crazy. Dominic Smithers from the Lad Bible with your 668 followers on Twitter. Dominic Smithers, he graduated from Leeds Uni with a degree in French and history. He got an NCTJ journalism qualification. He drowns kittens for fun. His subhuman scum. Dominic Smithers of the Lad Bible. Dominic Smithers. Anyway, look, let's get into... we had that calibre bit yesterday. Lovely, wasn't it? Ooh, lovely bit of gear. Let's have another bit of missing. This one's called Absentia. Dominic Smithers. He worked at the Manchester Evening News and the Macclesfield Express. So I was thinking, right, on the 21st, Thursday the 21st of this month, February, will be Coffee and Memes episode number 100. Probably do something special for it. Be fun to have a party with all the journalists. Get Smithers in there, Hartley Parkinson, Rob Wah, Jasper Hamill, Claire Hardyman. I think that would be a great party. We could get them in headlocks and demand they answer us about why they don't proofread their articles. Do the episode live on Dingers. That's not a bad idea. Well, it's an idea, let's say. That's Absentina by Missing. Couldn't I tell you what label it's on though? Soz. Yeah, that's a nice bit. That's a hunky bit of chunk. Hunky, all right. Fucking calm down, mate. Anyway, the porno that nobody wants to see. Gemma Collins tells Piers Morgan he could educate her in the bedroom. I'd rather be educated in the bedroom by that lass that thinks she's black, to be honest, than either of Piers Morgan or Gemma Collins. I don't know what this education means. I mean, what we're doing, times tables, state capitals. What's going on here? What is this? What's the syllabus? Eh? You know, is there a qualification at the end of it? Eh? Collins? Morgan? What's the deal here? Fuck's sake. Claire Reid of the Lab Bible reports. Gemma Collins has told Good Morning Britain's Piers Morgan that she reckons he could educate her in the bedroom. Gemma appeared alongside Piers on The Breakfast Show earlier today, speaking about her current stint on Dancing on Ice, literally right on top of it, as well as divulging more than anyone wanted to know about her love life. Speaking about the rumoured relationship between Liam Payne and Naomi Campbell, Gemma told Piers, "Always thought I wanted a silver fox like yourself. You're still gorgeous. I was wanting an older man." Is that how Gemma Collins talks? I don't know. I was wanting an older man, but the older I got, the younger I want him. She's a good times girl. I think someone like yourself could educate me because you're an older man. You got more experience. But when you're an older woman going out with a younger man, you got that power over him. Arge, you ain't getting any of this candy. Oh, bless her. She added, "My man's 7 years younger than me. That's how I like it. I just wanted to say, if this was a man in this situation, we wouldn't be discussing this. It's just because it's a woman. And you know what? Go for it. As women are getting older, we're going for it. Crack on. Sounds fair enough to me." In some pre-watershed oversharing, Gemma also opened up about her love life with partner James Argent. Arge! Big Arge. According to the Towie Star, her bedroom antics are split firmly down the middle, so to speak. She explains that when she allows her the GC persona to take over, she likes to take control of her other half. When she's just Gemma, it's Arge who's in charge. Oh, God. Oh, but what do you prefer? The GC or when Arge is in charge? Oh, no. I'm just imagining it going on. That dude smoking a shark is sat next to him. The woman who thinks she's black, she's there. She's just dancing in the corner, some sort of culturally appropriating dance. Oh, God. Why is this like my sort of awful, like, feverish dreams, feverish nightmares. Well, I've like been struck down with flu and I just, I don't like it when Arge is in charge. Bring back the GC. Oh, what's Piers doing here? Oh, why is he dressed as a teacher? Oh, what are the qualifications? What's the syllabus? Oh, I think I need more Lemsip. Oh, God. Damn. When asked by Piers which version Arge preferred, she replied, "He likes both. Depends what mood he's in." The GC is probably a bit crazy, but Gemma's a lot more romantic. Lovely stuff. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, so it might be time to shelve the GC for a couple of weeks, Gem. Describing the difference between Gemma and the GC, she said the persona is a bit of a brand. He's outrageous. Whereas Gemma is a bit more chilled and enjoys spending time with her family and cooking for her boyfriend. She's a sort of, oh God, I feel like there's some She's a real yin and yang there. She giveth and she taketh away. She is both order and chaos. The GC and Gemma. Joe will know. What are the sort of Dungeons and Dragons sort of things about like chaos and like uncontrolled chaos or the different? But I mean, where would Gemma and the GC fall on the political compass? I feel like Gemma would be sort of quite like middle left. Whereas, like, the GC's, like, really hard right libertarian. Like, really, like, sort of anarcho-capitalist. Has anyone done a Gemma Collins political compass meme yet? Because one needs to exist. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, the... I want the GC on the show, but I've no interest in Gemma. Literally, she can stay at home in bed. I don't care. I want the GC on. I want us to do a podcast together. Rankin and the GC. New podcast coming to iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, all your usual addresses. Arj is basically like the young Jamie. Arj is in charge of the tech. Arj is in charge of the drinks, the tech. Snips is... he's producing, he's sort of directing, I guess. He's just coming up with the with the topics of conversation, and the GC's just going off. She's got some wild political views. She doesn't believe in subsidised healthcare. She doesn't believe in the welfare state. She says just let the markets decide. She's wearing a fedora. Oh, God. Hey, this is what the Patreon lot pay the money for, isn't it? I mean, this is the sort of A-grade coffee memes content. Oh, it's just me having a weird Gemma Collins-based breakdown. Anyway, whether she was Gemma or the GC today, it didn't seem to matter. With viewers, many of them turned over when she made an appearance on the show. What? Taking to Twitter, one person wrote, "Sorry, GMB, have switched over. Can't stand the way this person is getting all the attention and gets paid for it. Unbelievable. How dare you talk about the GC like that? You're just a disgrace." Another posted, "Is she finished yet? Want to know where I can switch back onto the BBC. Would love to know how many viewers you lost when she walked on." That is despicable. If I ever catch anyone talking about the GC like that, the GC is okay with me. All right? It's just... oh, baby Jesus. Anyway, look, this is Tempest by Ciarán. Featuring MC the GC. GC MC. Wow. Yeah, this is she. Neutral. She's chaotic neutral, I think. No, she's... I'm not sure. God, if anyone who's just tuned in for the first time over that segment, don't worry, it gets worse. Hey, big shout out to New Zealand in general. I hope I pronounced this right. It's Waitangi Day. Sounds pretty cool to me. Get out there, Kiwis. Get on the horse beans. I think it's Ciarán and Croc. It's on Critical. This is great. All I can think about now is doing a Gemma Collins political compass meme. Give me 10 minutes after the show, I'll have one knocked up. Follow me on Instagram at Rankin. Oh. Getting hot in here. Tight as a tiger. Oh, Shere Khan in the chat. Your Nickelback Mr. Happy mashup, I think has given me a urinary tract infection. But I still love it. Look like we already have a divide for shoe throw of the week, and it's only Tuesday. Is it this, or what are you saying? Yesterday's current value or today's current value? I mean, the whole EP is fire. All right, that's Ciarán and Croc. Yeah, it's called Tempest. It's out now on Critical. Oh shit, audio's in the chat. Oi oi! Big man on campus. A man who has produced many a shoe thrower in his time. Right, what else we got? Sheep. Stupid. Sheep are idiots. Just, too many idiots. Anyway, sheep find themselves trapped a long way from home. Sheep are fucking morons. I've had enough of them. Fed up with them. I swear to God, they deserve to be eaten. If you think they're stupid, they've ended up in bloody cul-de-sac in someone's bloody garden. Sheep. Police had the rather unusual job this morning after a very concerned resident woke up to find dozens of sheep in their garden. In a post shared on Facebook, officers said someone was looking sheepish in a garden in Leeds. Imagine walking up to these in your garden. Someone in Winmore did. Officers wrote. Anyway, I guess I'll get the picture up on... this is important news. This is high-level morning news. I'm breaking this story now. I don't care if it's been on the Metro since Saturday. This is Coffee and Means breaking the important news of the day, which is some sheep have ended up in a garden somewhere, probably in the north of England. I don't know, I can't remember. What did it say? Leeds, yeah, north of England. What a surprise. Shepherds, basically, northern shepherds need to get their shit together.
Get your act together.
It's a disgrace. Like, if you're... Like, you got shepherds, yeah? Yeah, you got one job, and that is to stop your flock, yeah, your herd, your flock, getting out, isn't it? You're supposed to be out there with your crook, yeah, and your beard and your dog. Come out your little shepherd's hut, yeah? What have you been doing in there? Why are you spending so much time in there? It stinks. You need to, honestly, you need to get your act together, these shepherds. and now you've taken your eye off the prize, haven't you? Sheep have got out. Oh, it's a disgrace. You're like a bloody nursery rhyme. You need to get your act together.
Get your act together.
Honestly, it's appalling.
It's appalling.
Christ. Fucking Northern Shepherds. Seriously, I need to have a word with them. A call came into the police to say that someone was looking sheepish in their garden. Oh, you doubled that one up, yeah? Okay, nice one, Joe Roberts of the Metro. Unfortunately for the homeowner, more than 20 sheep were trapped in their garden, and they made quite a mess while all cooped up. Well, the shepherd should take responsibility for that. It's an absolute disgrace. Come in there with his beard and his crook and his schmuck. That's the traditional garb of the shepherd. There was a shepherd. I used to go out many moons ago. Used to go out with a farmer's daughter, and went up Hereford Way with her once, and she was talking about the shepherd, and I was like, "Oh, is he like a proper shepherd with a beard and a crook?" She's like, "No, he's got a quad bike and a foul mouth." Fucking not the Victorian times anymore, is it? It's not the Middle Ages now. They probably all do it with bloody Bluetooth or something, or it's all, I don't know, sat-nav, and they tweet the sheep or something. It's pathetic. Anyway, unfortunately, we don't just catch the bad guys and help vulnerable people / victims. We also help animals get back to where they should be and go and investigate people who write mean tweets. All right, cool. You don't get this in a normal job. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have to. These fucking shepherds got their shit together. Oh, it's just a disgrace. Right, come on, let's get them. I'm fed up with these sheep. Honestly, I'd eat every single one of them, and I'd eat their faces first. A big old sheep head on the barbecue. Right, look, come on. Let's to play us out. Let's have this new Tantrum Desire bit off of... it's obviously on Technique, isn't it? Don't know why I'm even messing around. It's called Unleashed. It appears to have a picture of what looks like some sort of sci-fi anus on the artwork. So that's a bit of fun. Maybe it's a sort of giant science fiction ass that we could all get into a big spaceship and eat together. Gotta have a dream. Gotta have a dream. Yeah, this is a naughty bit. Definite contender for Shoe Thrower of the Week. Whew, it's going to be a hot week, I can tell. It's cold outside, but there's plenty of heat in this package. Oh yeah, I've seen people are throwing cats now. Instead of, they've upgraded from shoes. Not actual cats. Well, shouldn't do really. Just in meme form. Very, very nice. Yeah, that was Unleashed by Tantrum's Desire. Definitely a contender. It could have been a contender. Shoe thrower of the week. The internet is just playing silly buggers. Thanks, internet. Internet pipes that are meant to be upgraded by the end of January and still not been upgraded. Typical. I can't blame the shepherds for that. Oh, well, there's some sort of internet shepherds, aren't they, that get the internet, herd the internets down the fucking pipes. Fucking
Destroy all
Jesus Christ. Listen, guys, end of the show, isn't it? So I'm just going to shout out the VIP list because they're a wonderful bunch and reiterate, just a few things about like life and stuff. Just chat about my life, your life, everyone's life, the world. Anyway, look, this is a VIP list. This is a group of people who are supporting the show and the station on Patreon for $10 a month or more. They're fine fucking humans. You can support for any amount from $1 up. You can support for $1,000 a month if you're really rich. That's fine. Absolutely fine by me. If you're, I don't know, some sort of a billionaire's daughter or something, or you're some sort of wealthy benefactor. But yeah, $1's fine. Or nothing is fine. Just if you want to listen and enjoy it, that's absolutely fine by me. I love you for it. I love you all. I love you equally. I love Snips a little bit more, but, we have a different, more physical and intimate relationship. Anyway, thank you to the VIP list. It's Oliver Hooper, Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief, Coupar, Gennady Lightfield. Austin Grief Coupar, his wardrobe is almost entirely Threshold merch now. He's a very good boy. Gennady Lightfield, Ryan Glaser, James Parry, Dave Thompson, Hendo Bud, Tendo, Lady Squiffington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, a guy with no STDs, Justin Mercer, Ames MC, and Josh Williams. What a fine bunch. If you want your name on that list read out at the end of every show, go to our Patreon page. You can find it on threshold.fm. If you go to support the station, or there is a link on the YouTube description. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. You're a fine bunch. I'm still looking for someone that wants to come in and effectively be a sort of young Jamie to my Joe Rogan. Someone to do the buttons, someone to check the tech, someone to source the news stories, clip some videos, upload the podcast, all that sort of stuff, so I can spend more time on producing bigger and better and badder content for the show, and also help with getting other shows onto the station and do all the other stuff that needs to be done. So if you're interested, it's a position that will be potentially starting in March. It'll be 4 hours a day, plus the occasional evening when we have podcast guests in. It'll be paid. It'll be above minimum wage. And if you're interested in that, email me, will@threshold.fm. And just a sort of cursory, hi, I'm interested, here are my skills. And we will chat further. It will be fine. It will be lovely. Look, I will see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. for more coffee, more memes, more lobsters, more death cult, more everything. I love you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. God bless.